Rather unexpectedly, LEGO is giving us a second wave of LEGO Minecraft sets this summer, with 2 sets releasing on August 1st. The first of them being 21189, the Skeleton Dungeon. It's been well over 8 years since LEGO gave us a proper dungeon-based set, so it's exciting to get something like this done again. And inevitable comparison will be drawn between this and the 2014 Zombie Dungeon released so long ago. But this set surpasses that one in almost every single way. Let's take a closer look. I was fortunate enough to find this at Scheels a few days before the official August 1st release. This thing in the US at least retails for $34.99, clocking in at 364 pieces, which actually, surprisingly, is a decent price per part ratio, something that, for the most part, the Minecraft line has absolutely spoiled us with. We might as well start and talk about the minifigures, as the minifigures are almost always a highlight of these sets for me and probably for a lot of the people who are purchasing these things. It's pretty straightforward. We get 3 skeletons. One of them is decked out with an enchanted helmet and an enchanted bow, something we don't see too frequently these days. It's good to see some sort of armor, even though I'm not the biggest fan of what they've done with the enchanted stuff. There's probably not an easier way to do it. And it adds some variety to the 3 skeletons, which is always great. We get 2 regular skeletons as well. 3 is kind of the perfect number, I feel, when you're trying to pack mobs into a set. So to get 3 skeletons is, what more could you ask for? That's great. In addition to that, you also get the spawner skeleton, which I'm going to count as a mob. This has actually never been done before. In the past, they've reused micro mobs from the earliest 2012 and 2013 Micro World sets, but this is actually a new print, and yes, it is slightly cursed, but I am so happy to get this. And of course, because it is one of the smaller pieces in the set, you actually get an extra. You almost get enough extra pieces to build out another mini skeleton, and I think that's fantastic. We get another new player skin. LEGO has been giving us so many new custom player skins, and it's fantastic. This one is really good. I love the printing on it. The printing is just so opaque, so crisp. Compared to other lines, they do just really good work with these figures. The legs are just generic yellow, but that's totally okay. And I love the turquoise accent. It's just a good looking figure. It makes sense in the world of Minecraft. For the actual dungeon itself, it is quite an exciting build. So this dungeon is spawned in between a lush cave and the Folly Downy one. Why do I always blank when I'm actually doing the recording? Dripstone Cave. Knew it'd come to me eventually. So this is LEGO's first time doing a dripstone cave. We saw a very small part of the lush caves in the dojo set. I feel like what they've done with the dripstone cave is very respectable. The choice of dark tan I think is more or less perfect. I think it helps it stand out from the many other medium nougat colored things they have. They've introduced some parts I'm seeing actually for the first time in dark tan, including the 2x2 inverted jumper and the 1x1 pyramid piece, which is really cool. On this side also, of course, there is a play feature where you can drop some stalactites on, hopefully some skeletons, just by sliding this over. Those fall down, it works perfectly every time. There's a little rubber stopper that helps it stay in place, which is actually genius. These aren't gonna fall down when you pick this model up and move it around, which is fantastic. It's easy to reset. These just slide into place on there and they're ready to fall off again. On the other side, we have the much more prominent lush caves. And we're seeing here drip leaves for the first time, which is really, really exciting. And what's great about LEGO's design here is that they actually can bend it downward a little bit because they are on a hinge. You'll also notice that we are getting clay represented in official kit for the first time, and they've used sand blue, which I think is a really good choice, considering that for stone they use light bluish gray, so that helps differentiate it a little bit. And on top we have 2 azalea bushes. I believe one of those appeared in the dojo set as well. Yeah, there's plenty of room on top. There's a lot of space. This is a much bigger model than I originally thought it would be. And of course, we can't skip over the dungeon, the highlight of this set. So a lot remains unchanged from that original set in 2014. The spawner mechanic is virtually the same. The spawner might actually be the same exact design. This pretty well concealed mechanism in the floor, once spun, actually just spins the mini skeleton inside to replicate the effect that you actually see in game. And there's one other big play feature here, which is the ability to spawn in skeletons. Ta-da! So this whole wall section is on a turntable, and you can pop skeletons into it very easily, and they can just appear. It's simple and delightful fun. In both positions, it looks so clean on this side, which is really impressive how such a nice mechanism was able to be incorporated into a relatively small and affordable set. And I think that's the most impressive thing about this set, is how fun it is. It was very surprising to me, compared to especially the last wave of Minecraft sets which I built. They looked good, but there wasn't a lot of play features in any of them. You know, it's the typical TNT explodey thingy. That was the case in the bakery and the Nether Bastion. This is the spinning spawner mechanism. It has the drip leaves. It has the spawning mechanism. It has the falling drip stone. All of these just are so much more unique than the exploding thing, and I'm very impressed with this set, honestly. I feel like for someone just getting into LEGO Minecraft, this has gotta be the perfect introduction. Imagine starting out with 3 skeletons. 3 skeletons in one set is insane. Like, it's a must-have mob, and you get a player skin with a weapon and a pickaxe. That's great. And I almost forgot the reason I was so excited about this set from the beginning, before I knew all the other great stuff it had to offer, is this chest filled with goodies. One of those goodies being a music disc for the first time. And it's probably pretty obvious that my music disc print is not perfectly centered, which is a bit painful. LEGO doesn't print well on round things for some reason. We also get a bread piece, which is just one of those rounded 1x2 tiles in medium nougat, and a bone as well. All of this inside the relatively new chest mold that was introduced at the start of this year. Because of all the new stuff in this set, the new biomes represented, the Technic-based play features, I found this to be a far more enjoyable building experience than I typically encounter within a LEGO Minecraft set. It's a lot of basic bricks on top of bricks construction, but there's a lot of things to break it up. The fact that so much is crammed into such a small space, it made for a very exciting process. I have fallen in love with this set. It is competing with the Nether Bastion for the best Minecraft set of the year, in my opinion. This one is far more fun than the Nether Bastion. The Nether Bastion just has really, really great figures. Will you be picking this set up? Do let me know. I think you're in for a treat if you do. That's all I got for this time. As always, have a great life, and I'll see you later.